Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Let's begin with our prayers and then we'll have a recap of previously what we have done. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Romapada Swamin iti namine. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin iti namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desha Tarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktanda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Wonderful. Okay Mataji, manamu 5:19, we did it on 5:19, our last class. That was chapter 15, right? Chapter 15, Pandavas retire timely. Adi chapter name. Let's have a small recap. Whatever I have in my memory, I will let you know, and then you can refresh also about this chapter. But right now we have to do how Parikshit received the age of Kali. Adi 16 manam cheyalsindi. Okay, let's do the 15th chapter. Okay, this is 15th chapter. As the name itself says, Pandavas retire timely. All the Pandavas, it's the time for them for their retirement. So now what it centers around Pandavas looking at the signs of advancing Kali Yuga. They decide to renounce their kingdom and dedicate their remaining lives for the spiritual realization. In this chapter we saw detailedly about Arjuna's grief while witnessing the departure of Lord Krishna and all the Yadu dynasty. He was very, very, very grief-stricken. He was not even able to talk anything to Yudhishthira Maharaj. He was realizing on the subject matter of illusion of power. Like we think, right, we are powerful, we are beautiful, we are strong, we are knowledgeable, we are XYZ, everything. So Arjuna was realizing that whatever the prowess he has, the miraculous victories what he got on, either it may be Kurukshetra or the Khandava Vanaprastha time, or saving any situation where Arjuna was put into, and then he was victorious in those places. He realizes that the power all is because of because of Lord Krishna's protection, of course, and the dependency on Krishna's will. When we act depending on the will of Krishna, now there is a thin line how to understand what is will of Krishna and what is our will. That we will focus later on a different class, how our intention matters. Whether we are trying to please our senses, then we are in the center. If we are planning, if we have Krishna's centers in Krishna's pleasure in the center, Krishna in the center, then it's for Krishna. When we do everything for Krishna and depend on his will, like Krishna, whatever you want to do, I'm okay. Krishna, whatever is the best for me, you know better than me, so do that. When that dependency is there, then we can be victorious everywhere. Like that Arjuna was realizing for all his victory who was the reason. And there was a topic of renunciation also, kind of our understanding how observing the rise of inauspicious age of Kali, because Yudhishthira Maharaj was able to see that the wolves were howling, the dogs were passing through, the unintelligent people were not caring, blah 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 blah, and feeling the burden of old age. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi, nobody can avoid. Parikshit Maharaj, who is the grandson of Pandavas, is now a Kshatriya ready to rule the kingdom. Means these all Pandavas are grandfathers who are in almost 70s or whatever it is. So old age is coming. They have the part of grief, separation from Krishna. They want to give this responsibility or hand over this responsibility of duty by crowning Parikshit Maharaj as the new emperor. That's the renouncing part, renouncing this worldly attachment. Before any person in a proper duty renounces his duty, he has to give that duty to someone. Now Yudhishthira Maharaj was the king, Pandavas were kind of the rulers of every whole Bhuvarsha. So then what did they do? They gave the responsibility to Parikshit Maharaj. The final journey, detached from all the material bondings. Similar thing happened with Dhritarashtra's wife and Vidura, everybody, right? They got off of their material detachments and then he slowly moved off. When Vidura told to Dhritarashtra, he understood. So in the same way, Pandavas all got detached from all material bindings, going for their final solitary journey towards the Himalayas. They all left the Himalayas to dedicate their hearts solely to the Supreme Lord. That was a kind of summary of last chapter, wherein Pandavas all retired timely. Now we will go to the chapter 16. How Parikshit received the age of Kali. You can note it down, today's date and today's chapter, what we are doing. Chapter 16, how Parikshit received the age of Kali. So now we have to never forget the hierarchy. Who is saying to who? Sutta Goswami is speaking to the Shaunakadi rishis. And then he addresses all learned Brahmanas. Now Maharaj Parikshit began to rule over the world as a great devotee of the Lord. He ruled over the kingdom like a great Kshatriya or great other things. Those are there anyhow. But the real identity is we are devotee of the Supreme Lord. So he started ruling the kingdom as a devotee of the Lord under the instruction of best of the twice born, means Brahmanas. Dependency on the Brahmanas and guidance from the Brahmanas is always important for any class of men. Either it is Brahmana, either it is Shudra, either it is Vaishya, either it is Kshatriya, Vaishya or Shudra, they all have to depend on the Brahmanas' guidance. So depending on the guidance of the Dvija or twice born, our dear Parikshit Maharaj started to rule the kingdom as a perfect devotee of the Lord. He ruled by those great qualities which were foretold by expert astrologists at the time of his birth. We heard when Parikshit Maharaj was born, they were told that he has all the auspicious qualities of Lord Krishna in him. An elevated soul similar to that of Krishna. They saw everything matching with Krishna's birth astrology. When Parikshit Maharaj was born, Yudhishthira Maharaj inquired, like, how is he, what are his qualities, would he be a devotee, how he is going to rule the kingdom. Then they told, we discussed about this, and then they told that he is perfectly perfect. Maharaj Parikshit, after having selected Kripacharya for his guidance, he has selected, in between we have this topic of he getting married. He gets married to daughter of Uttara. Uttara means not mother Uttara, but uncle Uttara. Uttara Kumara is also there, right? Two, brother and sister. One is Uttara Kumara and Udana is Uttara. So Abhimanyu gets married to Uttara, and Uttara's brother is Uttara Kumara. Uttara Kumara had a daughter, so he was marrying his uncle's daughter. So Parikshit Maharaj married the daughter of Uttara Kumara or Uttara, King Uttara, headed by, he has got 4 sons. He begot 4 sons, Parikshit Maharaj, and out of whom the personality whom we have to know and who is the foremost and about whom we will be talking in the future is Janamejaya. So Maharaj Parikshit, after having selected Kripacharya for his guidance as his spiritual master, Dronacharya left. Now only Kripacharya is the only left proper guidance or a teacher for our dear Parikshit Maharaj. He accepted him as his spiritual master, because in any stage of our life we should have a guiding spiritual master. So he has accepted, Parikshit Maharaj has accepted Kripacharya as his spiritual master, and he performed 3 horse sacrifices on the banks of river Ganga. These were done very, very massively, big way, like how Yudhishthir Maharaj used to do the horse sacrifices. Like that, our dear Parikshit Maharaj also did, with sufficient rewarding for all the attendants, the brahmanas, the other attendants, the pujaris, the other classes of men. Everybody was rewarded profoundly. Even the common men could see how much this yajna were prosperous, that during the yajna demigods came, and that demigods were even seen by the common people. That means piety was there in the kingdom. That means everything was nice, everything was like clean, everything was like clear. When Parikshit Maharaj was ruling, it was like dharma established place it was becoming. In between there was some discrepancy when Yudhishthira Maharaj found these all bad omens for a reason, because Krishna was leaving, and then afterwards the city has to get to normal, and Parikshit Maharaj was ruling very nicely. Because of his nice ruling, people had so much piety that they started, even they were qualified to see the demigods who came to for his horse sacrifices. It's not easy for, other than the sacrifice performer or the brahmanas or the elevated souls, everybody cannot see these demigods. But in his Parikshit Maharaj rule, everybody was so dharma baddha, or living their life according to dharma, that everybody were able to see the demigods. Once Parikshit Maharaj, on his way to conquer the world, basically Kshatriyas do that, he saw the master of Kali Yuga. He saw the master of Kali Yuga. Who? Kali Purusha. Yugas, every yuga has some master, so Kali Yuga's master is Kali Purusha, who was lower than a Shudra, disguised in a form of a king. Kali Purusha. This is an interaction between Parikshit Maharaj and Kali Purusha. You should know the story of Kali Purusha. It's very important how the Kali Yuga came. It comes from here. So lower than a Shudra, disguised in a form of a king, and he was hurting the legs of a cow and a bull, which is not allowed. Dharma, right? That place holds the dharma, and in his rule, Parikshit Maharaj's rule, nobody can hurt any jiva, especially cow who is sacred mother-like, and the bull who is father-like. He was hurting very badly this cow and bull. For your information, maybe it will be mentioned in the future. Mother Earth is represented by cow there. The cow is representing Mother Earth, and the dharma is represented by the bull. So the cow and the bull are Mother Earth and dharma. He was torturing Mother Earth and dharmic principles. Parikshit Maharaj immediately gets down of his chariot or horse and holds of him to deal sufficient punishment. Shaunaka Rishi was very much inquisitive. He starts asking, why did Maharaj Parikshit simply punish him? Since he was the lowest of the Shudras, having dressed like a king and having struck a cow on the leg, please describe these incidents if they're really the topics of Lord Krishna. Like, simply punishing, he could have killed him at once. But he did this. Is there anything relationship with Krishna here? The devotees of the Lord are accustomed to licking up the honey available from the lotus feet of the Lord. What is the use of the topics which simply waste one's valuable life? Right? Parikshit Maharaj could have either killed him and finished him there, or could have ignored, and he couldn't have. But like, what is this topic about? Why we are even discussing about this? That's what Shaunaka Rishi is asking. O Suta Goswami, there are those amongst men who desire freedom from death and get eternal life. They escape the slaughtering process by calling the controller of the death the Yamaraja. Shaunaka Rishi is saying this to Suta Goswami. I mean, who will do this heinous act? And we were just discussing that Parikshit Maharaj kingdom was so dharmic. And what is this happening in between? As long as Yamaraja, who causes everyone's death, is present here, no one shall meet the death. The great sages have invited the controller of the death, Yamaraja, who is the representative of Krishna. Yamaraj is the representative of Krishna. Time, he says, I'm time. So he comes in the form of Yamaraj. Under his grip, everyone should take the advantage by hearing the deathless nectar in the form of narration of the transcendental pastimes of the Lord. Everyone should be afraid of this Yamaraj. Instead, it is going reverse that cow and bull are being hit. This is like Shaunaka Rishi is very, very confused that why these things are happening. Kali Yuga is coming. He knows that, but for us all our benefit he is asking. Lazy human beings with less intelligence and short duration of life pass their time by just wasting their time, but not hearing the glories of Supreme Lord, which are liberating. And that whatever you do other than Krishna Katha is a bondage. Sutta Goswami said, while Maharaj Parikshit was residing, Maharaj Parikshit was residing in the capital of Kuru Empire, means wherever he is, Kuru dynasty, right? The symptoms of age of Kali began to infiltrate. Slowly it started. When he learned about this, he did not think the matter very palatable. However, give him a chance of fight. He took up the bow and arrows and prepared himself for the military activities. People who were saying that, who were behaving that too dharmic, slowly again started changing. When this yugas change or yuga sandhi happens, the transitional stage is very misleading, very ununderstanding. We feel like the king is so pious, the citizens of the kingdom also should be pious. Why these things are happening? But it is the sandhi time or the twilight time, right? Sandhi. Now it's like Dwapar Yuga went and Kali Yuga coming, this sandhi is there. So Maharaj Parikshit sat on his chariot drawn by the black horses. His flag was marked with the sign of lion. Wow. Being so decorated and surrounded by charioteers, chivalry, elephants, infantry, soldiers, he left the capital to conquer in all directions. He's checking where there is some problem because of which the influence of Kali I can see here in my kingdom. So he was going everywhere, all the direction. He conquered Bhadrashva, Ketumala, Bharata, Northern Kuru, Kimpurusha. These are different directions located kingdoms according to the tributes from their respective rulers. So wherever the king visited, he continuously heard the glories of the great forefathers who were all devotees of the Lord. So it was good. And also glorious acts of Lord Krishna. He also heard about himself, like they were glorifying how good is Parikshit Maharaj, how he was saved by Ashwatthama's Brahmastra. So they all had this knowledge of Krishna's pastimes, Krishna's descendants, Vrishni Vamsha, Pritha, how, like they were talking. Like it was not like kind of became endangered species we call, right? They're not Krishna. They're not anymore exist. Certain species don't exist anymore. Like that, it's not like good people started vanish everywhere. There were certain people. Lord Krishna, how he protected Pandus at every time, and that happened because of the Pandavas' dependency on Krishna. Those things were remembered by the people in certain parts, in most of the parts. Now Sutta Goswami says, you can hear from me what happened while Parikshit Maharaj was passing his days hearing good occupations of his forefathers and absorbed in the thought of them. He was happy. He was seeing everywhere. Good is there, nice is there. Krishna has been glorified. Our ruling has been glorified. The personality of religious principle, dharma, was wandering in the form of bull. Everything is a personification. Dharma is like a dharmic, right? Dharmic principles we call. So dharma personification, a bull was roaming, and he met the personality of the earth in the form of a cow, who appeared to grieve like a mother who lost his child. She had tears in her eyes. Beauty of the body was lost. The cows means they look very beautiful if they are in very natural state or condition. Thus dharma questioned the earth, means the bull asked mother earth, or the bull asked the cow. Dharma in the form of bull asked madam or mother, are you not hale and healthy? Why are you covered with the shadow of grief? Why your eyes are tearing? It appears by your face that you became black. Are you suffering from any internal disease? Like bull and cow are talking, dharma and mother earth are talking. Or are you thinking of some relative who is away in any distant place from you? This is a kind of inquiry the dharma personification is doing to the mother earth in the form of the cow. Reply: I have lost 3 of my legs and I am standing on only one. This is dharma talking about. Are you lamenting for the state of for my state of existence? 3 legs of dharma are being cut. It is standing only on one leg. So dharma is deteriorating. He's asking Mother Earth that looking at me, that the dharmic principles are going bad every day and I am standing only one leg, is your condition because you are looking at me like this? Or are you in a great anxiety because of the unlawful meat eaters will exploit you? Mother Earth burden, right? If they start killing cows and bulls and start eating, which is happening left and right nowadays, he's asking, like Kali Yuga started now, are you thinking that there will be a lot of meat eaters? Or are you giving for the living beings because of their sufferings due to the, when they do this sort of bad things, what happens is the Adi Daivik kleshas. Adi Daivik, there are 3 kinds of kleshas: Adhyatmik, Adi Bhautik and Adi Daivik. Adhyatmik is one with our mind and our body, the problems created. Adi Bhautik means the problem created by the other living entities like mosquitoes, neighbors, friends, family, whoever it may be. Adi Daivik are the one because happening with the natural disasters like famine or drought or something like that. So dharma is asking, are you afraid that these all people in Kali Yuga will be suffering from drought and famine, something like that? He's clearly asking. Dharma is asking. It's so nice to imagine dharma as a bull, mother earth as a cow, and they're both discussion. Are you feeling compunction for the unhappy women and children who are left forlorn by unscrupulous persons? Or are you unhappy because of the goddess of learning, Saraswati Devi, is being handled by Brahmanas, addicted to the acts against the principles of religion? Means Brahmanas were not doing their duty then. And if the Brahmanas are not doing their duty properly, then Mother Saraswati is not happy with whatever the knowledge she is giving to the Brahmanas. Or are you sorry to see the Brahmanas taking the shelter of administrative families that do not respect Brahmanical culture? Means they are not following Brahmanical culture properly and they are falling for the administrative rules, means administrative level, like somebody is bribing them, somebody is saying, okay, if you don't put the pure ghee is also okay, you can put mixed ghee, you can use this mantra, conversions and whatever it is. The so-called administrators are now bewildered by the influence of age of Kali. One by one, he's asking dharma These are all the features what they are seeing because of the Kali Yuga entrance, that these all things are happening one after the other. Everyone in their positions are not doing the jobs what they have to do. Brahmanas are not doing their Brahmanical jobs, Vaishyas are not doing administrative people means Vaishyas. Vaishyas are not doing their job, and Kshatriyas are falling low with the energy levels because there are no proper Brahmanas to guide them. O Mother Earth, the Supreme Personality of the Godhead, Hari, incarnated himself as Lord Sri Krishna just to unload the burden of you and me. All his activities are transcendental. In all, the Dharma was remembering that when Krishna was there, how nice it was. He's thinking about all the good activities that used to happen when Krishna was in this material world. Sri Krishna Hari, he himself incarnated here for saving us. Mother, you are the reservoir. Mother Earth is the reservoir of everything. That's the reason when we get up in the morning, first we bow down to Mother Earth saying that thank you. You are the reservoir of all the riches. Please inform me what is the cause for your tribulation by which you have been reduced to such weak state. We become weak. When we have mental issues, we have problems, then we become weak automatically. I am feeling this is the influence of time. Time has come where everything is dismantling, everything is dissipating, everything is taken away. The deity, earthly deity, means Mother Earth in the form of the cow, replied to the religious dharma or religious personality or religious principle in the form of bull. Now Mother Earth is talking. Oh Dharma, whatever you have asked me from me, I shall know to you. I shall be known to you, means I am going to talk to you. I shall try to reply to all your questions. Once you two were maintained by your 4 legs, what happened to your 3 legs now? You are increased your 4 legs, and you increased happiness of all the universe by the mercy of the Lord. You did your best, but now you have only 3 legs. In Krishna, it has truthfulness, there is cleanliness, there is tolerance, there is power of control of anger, there is self-satisfaction, there is straightforwardness. Almost Mother Earth tells the qualities which you can read later in your purports when you do this chapter. 40 qualities she says, 40 qualities she mentions, and many other transcendental qualities she mentions, which are always present and never to be separated from him. That personality of the Godhead, that reservoir of all goodness of beauty of Krishna, has now closed his transcendental pastimes. In one verse, the mother cow, Mother Earth, starts telling all the glorification, all the important qualities of Supreme Lord Krishna. She recites, she glorifies. I am thinking about myself and also, O best amongst the demigods, about you all. As you all about the demigods, sages, denizens of Pitraloka, devotees of the Lord, and everybody in this material world are performing their Varna, Ashrama, Dharma properly because of the presence of Krishna. Now the Supreme Lord Krishna is not there. Lakshmi ji, the goddess of fortune, whose glance of grace was sought by the demigods like Brahma, they surrendered many to this Supreme Personality of the Godhead, gave up her own abode. Lakshmi Devi gave up her own abode, and she was roaming in the forest of lotus lovers and engaged herself in the service of the lotus feet of the Lord. We know the story of Chanchu Lakshmi. There is a beautiful story of Krishna and Lakshmi Devi, how they are coming down to this Mother Earth. Lot of things are happening which are not proper. She is addressing Dharma, saying that, O personality of religion, I was overburdened. I was overburdened by the military phalanxes arranged by the atheistic kings. And then Krishna came and protected me. I was saved and relieved by the grace of the personality of the Godhead. Similarly, you were also distressed condition, weakened in your standing strength. And he also incarnated his internal energy in the form of Yadus and relieved you. They are remembering how the situation was when they were in problem in the presence of Krishna, and then Krishna used to come and save them. But now what? He has traversed. He has left us all. While this conversation was going on in between Mother Earth and personality of Dharma, I mean cow and the bull, the saintly King Parikshit reached there. He was coming to the shore of river Saraswati. Saraswati river passing towards the east means he came to the mother banks of the Saraswati river, and then he was seeing them both there. I mean, in a very, very, very bad condition of mourning on each other's situation. And Parikshit Maharaj kingdom, how can this happen? How can this happen? That's what is whole about receiving the age of Kali. Just to get an essence for whatever we have discussed till now. Hare Krishna Hare. Whatever we have discussed now, it centers around Kali and the duty of a responsible leader. Now Kali Yuga has come. What the responsible leader has to be done, how to protect the morals and ethics and the spiritual principles, he is working on them. Hari, can you give me water? Here, somewhere it should be here. And then Brahmanical guidance, he was taking the guidance from the Brahmanas, and the Dharma peril, like chapter sets a stage with the conversation between Mother Earth and the Father Bull, like Father Bull in the sense religious principles, both lamenting and suffering due to the unrighteous qualities of the Kali Yuga. That's kind of essence what has happened in this. It's all about the discussion of religious dharma and Mother Earth in the form of cow and bull, discussing about what were their condition during the Krishna's time and after the Krishna's time, and remembering the protection given by the Krishna. All the living entities have to be protected, and that whole goes on the king. Emphasis on protecting the dharma by ensuring compassion and safety for all the creatures. Now this big responsibility is in the hands of our dear Parikshit Maharaj. So chapter continues. We'll go to the next chapter. Chapter number 17. What happened? Can you give me? Chapter 17. You can put the chapter 17, Mataji. Name is Punishment and Reward of Kali. Punishment and Reward of Kali. It looks contradictory, but you will understand once we go through the chapter. How Kali is given a place, how he is punished first, and then he asks for forgiveness, and where he is given the position to stay. Everything is in this chapter. So chapter 17. Sutta Goswami says, after reaching that place, Maharaj Parikshit observed that a lower caste Shudra, that means this is the Kali Purusha, okay? Imagine a black picturization of a person holding a sword and everything like a Kshatriya. He was not a Kshatriya, but he was disguising in the form of a Kshatriya. Maharaj Parikshit observed that a lower caste Shudra dressed like a king was beating a cow and the bull with a club, as if he was the owner of them. Pitiable situation, pitiable condition. I have seen a Srimad Bhagavatam. I have been seeing since kids are from childhood. There is a nice, very nice Srimad Bhagavatam Telugu making as a serial. In that it is shown how this Kali Purusha is hitting the cow and the bull. Cow in the form of a lady, bull in the form of a man, representing Dharma and Mother Earth, and how he is torturing them. The bull was as white as white lotus flower. Description. He was terrified of the Shudra who was beating him. What do these animals do? Put in the cow slaughtering, bull slaughtering, all these things happen. What they can do? Their capacity is not like a lion that they could roar and fall on us and then kill us. They are like sadhu jantus. He was terrified by looking at this Shudra who was beating him, and he was so afraid that he was standing only on one leg, trembling, and he was urinating. Anta debbal parta unte, he was urinating. That bull was urinating. Although the cow is beneficial because one can draw religious principles from her, she was now rendered poor and calfless. Her legs were being beaten by a Shudra. There were tears in her eyes, and she was distressed, and she was weak, lost of the lustre. She was hankering after some grass in the field. Helpless situation of these both. Maharaj Parikshit, well equipped, because he came for war, right? He came to declare war on everybody or conquer everything. So he had his arrows and everything and bow and everything. He was seated on a gold embossed chariot. This is a description of how Parikshit Maharaj saw these two, cow and bull, in a place where Saraswati river, banks of Saraswati river. He spoke to him. He spoke to him in the sense Parikshit Maharaj spoke to Shudra. Shudra means Kali Purusha, with deep voice, surrounding, or like when he was speaking, it was like thunder. Parikshit Maharaj, strong voice, he was speaking like that. Who are you? He first asked Parikshit Maharaj, who are you? You appear to be strong, yet you dare to kill within my protection those who are helpless. They are not humans, they are not in a fighting spirit, they are helpless creatures. By your dress you pose yourself to be a godly man or a king, but your deeds, you are opposing the principles of twice born kshatriyas. You are not behaving like a kshatriya, you only look like a kshatriya, you are a rogue. Do you dare to beat an innocent cow because Lord Krishna and Arjuna, the carrier of the Gandiva bow, are out of sight now? He's saying, do you think dharma is gone because Krishna is gone, because Arjuna is gone, they are not in your sight, you can do whatever you want? Do you think like that? Since you are beating the innocent in a secluded place, you are considered as a culprit. Therefore you deserve to be immediately killed. Then Parikshit Maharaj asked the bull, oh, who are you? Are you the bull as white as the white lotus, or are you any demigod? You have lost 3 of your legs and are moving only 1 leg. Are you some demigod causing the grief in the form of a bull? What is going on with you? Parikshit Maharaj did not realize who that personality was. That he was seeing it as bull and cow only. Now for the first time in the kingdom, well protected by the king of Kuru dynasty, I see you grieving within your tears. How can this happen? You are shedding tears because of my royal negligence. If you are crying, that means I have ignored something, I have neglected something. Please forgive me. And then he comes to the cow. He starts saying, oh son of Surabhi. I mean, he's talking to the bull, saying that, oh son of Surabhi. Any bull is any bull's mother is a cow. So he's addressing bull as the son of Surabhi. You need lament no longer now. You need not lament anymore. There is no need of fire because of this because of this low class Shudra. And mother cow, as long as I am living as a ruler and subduer of all the envious men in this kingdom, there is no cause for you to cry. He's giving protection, he's giving shelter. How will I called a protector? How will I called a king when in my ruling these all things happen? It is the prime duty of a king to subdue all the suffering first of others. Therefore I must kill this most wretched Shudra who is violent against you living entities. He repeatedly addressed and questioned bull thus, O son of Surabhi, who has cut off your 3 legs in this state, who are like, you let me know, what should we do with this cruel person? You are the most unhappiest one, and you should not be the most unhappiest one. You are offenseless, you are honest. I have to protect you. He gives lot of things wherein he feels himself to be the guilty for their condition. The supreme duty of a ruling king is to give the protection to all the living entities. He just doesn't say human beings, all the living entities. Then bull started speaking. These words just spoken by you befit a person from the Pandava dynasty. I can realize that you come or you hail from the Pandava dynasty. Captivated by your speech, captivated by your devotion towards the dharma, which I found only one, that is Supreme Lord Krishna. I am very happy. Means he is seeing all the qualities. When Parikshit Maharaj is speaking, he is seeing the qualities of Krishna in Parikshit Maharaj's speech and the way he was conveying his love and compassion. He immediately addressed him as, "Oh, best of the human beings." It is very difficult to find these miscreants in the Kali Yuga. Everyone is bewildered. Everyone is going bad. The bad or the adharma prevailing is killing my legs. Now I am left with only one, and that one is also this Kali Purusha is trying to, or this disguised kingly bad natured entity is killing it. Sutta Goswami said, Sutta Goswami is addressing Shaunakadi rishis, Shaunaka Muni. The Emperor Parikshit, thus hearing the personality of religion speak, was fully satisfied, and without mistake or regret he gave this reply. What did Parikshit Maharaj said to Dharma? Who are in the, you know the truth of religion, and you are speaking according to the principles of the destination or the religion what we have to follow. You are no other than the personality of religion. That means they both, with their speech, with their way of behavior, understood each other, that one is the clan of Pandava dynasty, that is Parikshit Maharaj, and the other one is the religion personification. They both understood their positions now. Now it is concluded that the Lord's energies are inconceivable. No one can estimate their mental speculation or word jugglery. They understood that, yes, in the age of Satya, your 4 legs were established by the 4 principles of austerity, cleanliness, mercy and truthfulness. This is an important point, Mataji. Dharma prevails on 4 principles: austerity, cleanliness, mercy and truthfulness. Satya Yuga, all the 4 legs were established nicely, and those 4 legs represent the principles of austerity, cleanliness, mercy and truthfulness. But it appears that 3 of your legs are broken due to irreligion in the form of pride, lust for women and intoxication. That's why in our ISKCON the 4 regulative principles come from here: no meat eating, no illicit sex, no gambling, no intoxication. These are 4 principles which we should not do. Prabhupada said that these are not the qualification for becoming a devotee. These are the qualification to become a human being. These are very important. You are now standing only one leg, which is your truthfulness. That's the only left. The bull is standing only on the truthfulness. All remaining things are gone because of the Kali Yuga entering into that kingdom. And you know, somehow quarrel personification Kali is in the form of deceit before both of us, and he is trying to destroy your remaining one leg also. The burden of earth was certainly diminished when Krishna was there, but when he was present as an incarnation, all good was performed because of his auspicious footprints. Now she, being the most unfortunate, forsaken by the personality of the Godhead, laments her future with tears in her eyes, saying that everything is going bad. Lower class men are trying to misuse her, misuse Mother Earth. Everything is becoming like, no natural conditioning is there. Everything is condition is there. Nobody knows how to respect Mother Earth. Nobody knows how to utilize Mother Earth. Everybody is exploiting Mother Earth in different ways. Who could fight one? Give me 10 minutes. Who could fight 1,000 enemies single-handedly? He took up sharp sword, Parikshit Maharaj, from his place of where he puts the sword, and he pulls out the sword and runs to kill the personality of the Kali. He is the reason for the irreligion prevailing. So now everybody understood each other's position. Kali Purusha understood that he is Parikshit Maharaj, who is the Pandavas' descendant, king, ruler, protector. Cow and bull understood that Parikshit Maharaj is their protector. Parikshit Maharaj understood that Kali Purusha is the Purusha because of Kali Yuga he is entering. He understood that bull is the personification of religion. He understood that the cow is the personification of the Mother Earth. Now everybody, all of four of them know their positions. Maharaj Parikshit was qualified to accept surrender. And worthy of being sung in his history, did not kill the poor, surrendered and fallen souls. So what did Kali do? He had no other choice. Parikshit Maharaj would come and kill him. So he is first of all very deceitful, and he is very diplomatic also. He immediately, what did he do? He came to the feet of Parikshit Maharaj and he said, sorry, please forgive me. Not sorry, at that time no sorry, but he was taking forgiveness. He was taking Parikshit Maharaj shelter. And now what Parikshit Maharaj should do? One who has taken the shelter, he is not a kind of personality who has to kill. So what did Parikshit Maharaj say? King said that we have inherited the fame of Arjuna. Therefore, since you have surrendered yourselves with folded hands, you need to fear for your life. But you cannot stay in my kingdom because you are friend of irreligion. You cannot be in the place where that religion prevails. If the personality of Kali, irreligion, is allowed to act as a man good, what happens is you will prevail slowly everywhere here. Therefore, you do not deserve to remain in the place where perfect experts perform their sacrifices according to the religious principles, and my kingdom is like that kingdom. Suta Goswami said, the personality of the Kali, thus being ordered by Maharaj Parikshit, began to tremble in fear. What is the choice he has other than trembling in fear? He can't fight back. He is not qualified to fight. He can't talk back because he has no point in talking. What he was doing is all bad. So he was trembling with fear. Seeing the king before him like Yamaraj, ready to kill him, Kali started speaking to the king. O your majesty, though I may live anywhere and everywhere under your order, I shall but see you with bow and arrow wherever I look. I mean, he says that there is no place where I can hide from. You are there everywhere. Therefore, O chief amongst the protectors of religion, please give me some fixed place for me where I can live permanently under the protection of your government. I will not bother your people, but if you give me the choice of go away from somewhere, wherever I go, you will be there because you rule the whole kingdom. Wherever I go, I'll be in fear seeing you with a sword before me and coming to kill me. So I'm begging you to give me some places, fixed places, in which you think I cannot harm your citizens. I will go and stay there. Suta Goswami said, Maharaj Parikshit, thus being petitioned by the personality of Kali, gave him permission to reside in places. What are the places? Where the gambling happens, you can stay there. Where the drinking happens, you can stay there. Where the prostitution happens, you can stay there. Where animal slaughter happens, you can stay there. 4 things he said. So 4 things, what they are covering, Mataji? Meat eating, gambling, illicit sex, and intoxication. 4 regulative principles, 4 places. He said, go and stay there. No problem. Why did Parikshit Maharaj ask them to give those places? Because Parikshit Maharaj was far sure, 100% sure, that the people in his kingdom will not go to these places. Because they are pious, because they are dharmic, because they are under the rule of a dharmic king. Then the personality of the Kali asked, give me one more please. One more. He was begging. One more please, one more please, one more please. Then he said, okay. He says that these are the places where your people, no one will come. What is my duty there? If any bewildered soul comes to any other place, give me one more place. So Parikshit Maharaj, for his begging place, gives him the place to reside in gold. So wherever there is gold, there is also falsity, intoxication, lust, envy and enmity. I mean, if we use it as a prasad, as a mercy from Lakshmi Devi, and use it in the service of Krishna, it's okay. But other than that, gold is a place of Kali city. Like the other 4 places, gold is also Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu. Hiranya means gold. They are very, very attached to gold. They are very, very attached to soft beds. Hiranya has 2 meaning. One is soft bed, one is gold. Their names are like that because demons are interested in these 2 things. There's the personality of the Kali. By the direction of Maharaj Parikshit, the son of Uttara was allowed to live in these 5 places. Maybe couple of verses more and we can do. Therefore, whoever desires progressive well-being, especially kings, religionists, public leaders, brahmanas, sannyasis, devotees, should never come in contact with the 4 above mentioned irreligious principles. No meat eating, no illicit sex, no gambling, no intoxication. These 4 things we have to be very, 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 very careful. Thereafter, the king re-established the lost legs of the bull, lost legs of the religious dharma, and by encouraging the activities, he sufficiently improved the health of Mother Earth also. Means by doing all pious activities, Mother Earth regained her luster, regained her beauty, regained her health. The most fortunate Emperor Parikshit, who was entrusted the kingdom of Hastinapur by Maharaj Yudhishthir, when he desired to retire to forest, is now ruling the world with great success. Yudhishthir Maharaj said, Tata, see you, bye-bye, you take care of the kingdom. And the first step, as soon as Yudhishthir Maharaj went down and he gave him the position of Kali, he has done all these things in a very quick time and re-established the dharma. Re-established the dharma. And re-established the original ruling of the Kuru dynasty. The son of Abhimanyu is so experienced that by dint of expert administration and patronage, it has been possible for you to perform the sacrifice as it is being given by his forefathers or fathers or grandfathers or in that lineage. He was able to perform them all perfectly. Now his help to Kali, asking a place to reside other than 4, he gave 1 extra place that becomes his enemy. How it becomes an enemy, we will see. None of the others will go towards gold, but Kali goes and sits in the gold, and he sits on the crown of Parikshit Maharaj, which is made of gold. And Parikshit Maharaj behaves unknowingly adharmic. It's like a twist in this movie going on now. He's so dharmic. Now Parikshit Maharaj does something adharmic. Let's see what does he do. We'll go for the next chapter next time, Mataji. We will be in chapter 18. Maharaj Parikshit cursed by a Brahmana boy. That is the story wherein Maharaj Parikshit, according to the script written by the Krishna, performs something supporting irreligion or not following dharmic principles. What is it? Because of which Parikshit Maharaj is cursed, because of which Parikshit Maharaj finds the way how to utilize his last 7 days and how Bhagavatam comes. This is the story behind. Okay, Mataji. So we will see you again next class. So this ends our 4 classes of month May. This is with this it ends the May classes. So we will again have to make 4 classes in June. I'll try to squeeze in somehow 4 classes time, and we will continue from there. Not many chapters actually. First canto has, we can finish this month, I think. 2 more. Yeah, we should be able to, and then we can start second canto in this month. Okay, Mataji, thank you very much. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Take some time and review these chapters purports as much as possible, okay, before we start another class. Okay, thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.